Welcome to the IELTS speaking test. First, can you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Ho.
Okay. Now let's start with part one. Let's talk about the area you live in. Do you like the area that you are living in now?
Currently, I'm living in Hanoi. It's near a supermarket, which is like uh, we used to call it Metro, but it's now changed to Mega Market. Um, that place is um, in my opinion, is a really nice place with like good neighbor, and the street is so clean. Everybody volunteered cleaning the street every weekend. And the school there are a lot of schools and like secondary school, and you can go there to study.
Mm. So where do you like to go in that area?
What do I like the most to go? Probably my favorite place to go is my friend's house, which is like really big, with a basketball hoop, so we can play together. And sometimes we invite our friends, some of our friends, to come to play and have a sleep night. It's kind of like that.
Okay. What are some changes in the area recently?
Changes in the um, there's not much changes in my area, but the one thing that changes is how that my living area is now having a like a house in under construction.
Mm. Okay. Yes, let's talk about study. What subjects are you studying at school?
Like subjects I'm currently studying in school is math, literatures, English, geography, biography, IT, PE, physics, and history.
Mm. Yeah. So, do you like your subjects?
Um, Personally, I think that I don't really like studying those subjects, but there's one like my favorite subject is which is IT, because like in the future I want to be a developer. So I always and since I was a little boy, I've always loved like using computers, and do all the tasks on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
And I spend most of my time like studying on computer. Because I rather like use a computer to type the documents rather than writing it on the paper.
Mm-hmm. So, do you prefer to study in the mornings or in the afternoon?
I would say like um, in the morning I would say I would study like only the theory of the subjects, and in the afternoon, I would rather like do some exercises like playing sports, and in the evening, I would like to like practices, do all the exercise and homeworks.
Very good cycle. All right. Now let's talk about names. Does your name have any special meanings?
Yeah, the special meaning is my name. Like it's not in Vietnamese. On is from it's like the the old, the ancient Vietnamese, which is like sea. Hai is represent for sea.
All right. So, in your country, do people feel that their names are very important?
Yeah, I guess like every name in Vietnam is important, and everybody like have to name their kids after some kind of like something that they really hope their children want to be in the future. For example, like if they name their um, their their children name is Long, they really want them to like to be like in the future they will be um, independent and like be able to work alone under like difficult situations.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much. That's the end of part one. Now we move to part two. In part two, we have 4 topics in total, and please choose one for your roll. Okay, open it and tell me the number.
Topic one.
Topic one. Okay. So topic number one, you have got your and 1 minute for you to note down things you want to say.
Competition. Participate.
Okay, now you have 2 minutes to speak.
So I'm going to talk about the competition I'd like to participate in, which is like the IT competition. Um, it is about programming that solve problems. It's kind of like math, but like you use computers and programming languages to code a program to solve the problems, and and it will be use a lot of data structures and algorithm. And this competition is will take place in every university. You know that it's kind of like a very famous IT university in Vietnam. It will be held in like next year because next year I will be like um, my age will be sufficient to attend that competition. Um, I'd like to participate in that competition because like I said, I've always loved programming and computer, and that is my favorite subject. And in the future, I want to be a programmer. So I think that it is a good chance for me to like attend in competitions, and in the future, I can write it down in my CV with high price, and maybe if I do it great, I will get a scholarship to travel to study abroad or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, now thank you very much. That is part two. Let's move to part three. And in this part, I'm going to ask you some further questions. Okay, what are some contests commonly seen on TV program now?
Um, um, I don't really watch a lot of TV, so but there's a really famous contest on TV that my grandparents always watch, which is like Olympia,
Mm.
which is for all the high school students who want to like to get a scholarship to study in Australia, and that competition is about everything from normal life, daily life to like everything they study at school.
Yes. So, in your opinion, what kind of industries need competition?
Competition nowadays, competition um, now to get a chance in to have a job is really hard. So I think that every kind of industry that need competition, so they can know um, the potential of the attendant.
Yes. So all kinds. Can you name a specific one?
Specific.
Let's just name one. All kinds. So a typical one.
Typical one, I think like the the developer development program, industrial, because you know like now recently there have been like a lot of people has been like um, kicked out of of the industry because like the change of the CEO of the Twitter, you know, Elon Musk, and then they kicked out all their like people he don't like. Um, so that leads to every another company to kick their people out. So I think that industry they really need competition to see what kind of thing that their employee know.
Yes. The last question, do you think it is necessary to encourage students to compete with others at school?
Um, Competition, I think that is necessary in school because like uh, to me competitions like give me the power to study more, to encourage me to like to follow, to catch up with another people, another students, because every time I see another students, another people that like do something better than me, I will always try to do as better as them, at least, or maybe better than them. So I think that uh, in school, they should encourage people to compete, compete with another.
Okay, thank you very much. Stand your speaking test.